morning and happy Wednesday to you. Today's the 17th of October and I am editing block 6. Woohoo! This is the one we're doing. I have obviously the day off work, so I am concentrating on getting this done because it is a goal this week to have this block finished and up and you watching it by the end of the week. So we are making that happen. Also, don't mind my really frizzy hair. I just washed it and blow dried it and now it's like, anyway, it is what it is. I have also over the last couple of days been doing some planning for Vlogmas. I'm going to do Vlogmas again this year and I'm actually really excited about it because I loved doing Vlogmas last year and sharing my December with you and how I spend the time working our way up to Christmas. So I'm going to do that again this year. I have begun writing a list in my YouTube book. This is my book that has all my YouTube ideas in it and all this sort of stuff. I have like a whole bit at the front here with all of my ideas for tutorials and craft things, and I have so much written down here that I will literally be doing my channel for years, so I ain't going nowhere. But if I can find it, oh my goodness. Yes, I started writing down a list of some ideas that I wanted to do for Vlogmas, and I thought I would take this time to ask what you would like me to do for Vlogmas. Last year I was going to do an advent calendar, but I just, like, I'll show you how to make one, that is. But I just ran out of time. I don't know. Last year was just such a blur. I mean, even this year is such a blur. It's just gone so quickly. I mean, it's almost the end of October. Well, kind of, not really. It is. But, you know, before I say it's Halloween, it's Christmas. I would really, really love to do oh my gosh, I can't say it. I would really love to do a tutorial on how to make an advent calendar. I've been looking at so many different ways to do it and I'm not sure yet. I really need to put some time in to figure out how to do it, but I would really love to do that. There are I've got 1, 2, 3 different block tutorials that I would love to do with like as Christmas kind of additions. And of course I've got like putting up the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations like I did last year. I do some Christmas stuff hauls that I usually do of all the different like Christmas things that I pick up in and around places. I want to do some baking, I want to do some crafts. Yeah, I just want to make it really fun and really Christmassy. So let me know if you have any ideas of what you would like me to do for Vlogmas. If there's any sort of Christmas thing you would like me to attempt or tackle. Would you like me to show you more of the Christmas traditions that I have in our house? I mean, we have lots of birthdays in December. We have my niece's birthday, a nephew's birthday, my brother's birthday, and then of course Jesus' birthday on Christmas Day. And then in and amongst that I will also have work as well. So it's going to be a busy month, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I just sort of hope that I haven't overstretched myself with all of these different ideas that I want to do. But yeah, if you've got anything, let me know and I will definitely add it to my Vlogmas 2018 ideas page. I am going to stop procrastinating from editing this tutorial because I procrastinated about it enough already, and we're going to get it done. I'm halfway through writing up my little thing that I usually say, and then I just gotta edit it all together, but that's alright. I'll grab a cup of tea, put some good music on, and maybe some editing snacks. I'll have an apple. We'll see. But yes. Let's get editing. Editing. That's my little editing dance song. Good afternoon and happy Friday to you. Today's the 19th and oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's the end half to October. It's crazy. Anyway, I have just finished filming the speaky bit, that's what I call it, my speaky talky bit for my block 6 tutorial in my quilt along. I haven't done one of them in ages, so it kind of took a little while to remember all the right things to say and how to introduce the block tutorial. I usually try and practice it to myself before I sort of say it out loud. So I go through my head, hello, my name is Amanda and welcome to blah, and I always sort of freeze and think, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? And then trying to end it, and yeah, it just gets really awkward knowing the right things to say to start and end a tutorial and what to say in between, because I'm not used to doing these sort of videos anymore because I do a lot of vlogs now, which I love. And it's all very sort of unscripted type chat, whereas all of my tutorials I sort of know what I'm going to say, and I make sure I say it in the right way, and I say it over and over and over again. I just do it so many times until I sort of find I've said it the right way. So it takes a lot of editing to do that, and a lot of patience because I stuff up all the time because I talk really fast. Like, I find myself in those situations, and almost every day I talk really quickly, and so I sort of stumble over my words, and then I'm like, no, I have to do it again. It's sort of like it comes out faster than what I think it, or I think it faster than what it comes out, so I'm like blah. But anyway, today I've had a really nice day. It's really hot today. It's sort of like the first really hot or spring summer's day that I've been a part of because all of the other hot days that we've had since winter I've been at work, so I've just not really had to deal with it. But today I was out shopping, in and out of the car, and because my car is black, it's hot. It gets hot really quickly, so the aircon was blasting. I did have my hair down, but it was like sweating up a storm. Oh, anyway, it's been one of those days where I just wanted a really easy shopping day, but everything went against me. All of the shops that I went into, all of their FPOS terminals were down, and I never carry money on me. I don't know whether I should really say that, but I always use my card. I hardly ever have any cash. So by the time I'd picked everything up and got to the register, or about to go to the register, I noticed they had a little sign, no FPOS, so I had to go put everything back. So it was just a lot of wasting time this morning. But anyway, it is what it is, and now the dog is barking. Happy days. Let me just see what that's all about. Anyway, I think I've calmed him down. What was I saying? Yeah, the morning was just weird. And then I just came home and had some lunch and just chilled out in front of the TV for a bit, just to calm down, because it really stupidly stressed me out. It was just a really stressful morning of shopping and getting errands done and getting things just anyway, it is what it is, and now I'm spending the afternoon getting this tutorial done because it was my goal to get it done by the end of this week, and it's Friday. And I'm pushing it to the limit because I can't do it on the weekend because I'm working all weekend and I'm catching up with friends tomorrow night, and yeah, there's just no time on the weekend at all, so it needs to be done today. And the time is 4:45. Yay! I leave everything to the last minute. I've always been like that, even when I was in high school and we had like assessments. They were all done the night before because I am a terrible procrastinator, and I leave everything to the last minute because I push myself harder and I know that it needs to get done, so I just sit down and I do it. I do it to the best of my ability because I don't have any other choice. So that's just how I've always been. My phone is ringing. Whoa, my hair is wild today. Whoa. Hello and happy Monday. Today is the 22nd of October and it's a home day for me today, and I've had a really busy morning. I actually didn't realize that it was already 1:30 and just the time has just escaped by. I've had a very busy and productive morning. I have remade my bed. I changed the linens into summer sheets because I was sweating like hell in my flannelette sheets. So it is now all ready, fresh and prepped for the warmer weather. And here's the pillow that I made the other day. That's the finished sort of thing. I know a lot of people commented that I didn't show the finished pillow, but there it is in all its glory and I love it. So I've just sort of placed it there on my bed because I think it looks good there. And then the rest of the afternoon I'm in the mood to tidy and spring clean and do things a little bit differently. So I'm going to grab my phone and I'm burning a new candle today. It is the black raspberry and vanilla candle that I got when I went to Tasmania. Oh, I just spilled wax all over my finger. I got this candle when we went to Tasmania like 2 years ago. So I'm now just beginning to burn it and it smells really, really lovely. It actually doesn't really hurt all that much at all. While we're here, I thought I'd give you an updated view of my beautiful pop vinyls. I have so many, it's so bad. This is a new one that I have acquired. It is the big, huge Mickey 10-inch, I think it is, maybe even bigger than that, but it is really, really big. And I've got some more Mickeys up there and another one there. New ones are Snow White and Tinkerbell. What's another new one? Oh, the Prince Harry that I got from Kristen last week. I've got the SpongeBob and the Patrick Christmas edition things. And then around here I have Mr. Bean up the top and R2-D2. It's the new Christmas version. And then down here on the shelf, because they don't fit, I've got all my Harry Potters all together and then Donkey. So I'm in my sewing room and what I want to do in here today is I want to change all of this here on my desk. I am so sick of all of this clutter and books, and I don't like this corkboard here at the back anymore. I really would ideally like to put some shelves there just so I have some more space and not have everything sort of cluttered all here. So what I thought of doing is I think I'm going to move this pink shelving to my desk and then leave these wooden drawers here where they are. I'm possibly going to sort of move all this paperwork that's here where Finn is and sort of do something there so I can still have some room for all of my tins and things next to there. Buzz and my threads will go on this wooden bit here like they were a couple of years ago, I think. And then yeah, use this on my desk so that I can have a section for my books and then a section for all of my camera gear. I think that way then a lot of this clutter will not be as apparent and not be as annoying because I hate clutter. I like it all in order and in its place. So I think that's what we're going to do and hopefully it works. We'll see what happens, but let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, yuck, look at the dust on that. It's a little later on in the afternoon and I think I've sorted the desk. I think I'm happy with what I've done and I think it will stay like that. So this is, I don't think this is going to stay here. This is just full of my different like stationery stuff. that's not going to stay on the table, I don't think, because it takes up too much room. On the top shelf I've got just all my cameras. This is my new camera, my old camera, microphone for my camera, and then another microphone here. All of my notebooks, and I have so many to-do lists here. I never knew, forgot how much I had. All my pens and my highlighters, ribbons, and just other sort of bits and bobs that I thought looked okay there. I put a new picture of me and my parents on the desk. I love that one. This is when we were in Tasmania in 2000 and something or other, a couple of years ago. And then I put Buzz here. So this is pretty much back to what it looked like maybe about 2-3 years ago. The rack fits really well on these little wooden drawers here that I got from IKEA ages ago, and I've just stacked Buzz and a few other bits and bobs there. Now I just got to sort out this corner, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking I have these drawers full of fat quarters. I was thinking of putting them on the desk, so I'll put them there. I'll sort of shove all of that over, bring that paperwork out and replace that where these are, and then I can sort of stack a few of these leftover tins and things like that on those little plastic drawers. I think that should work out okay, and it will still give me quite enough room on the table to sew and to do the things I need to do. And by the way, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have no idea how it's 4 o'clock already. The day has just literally flown by. I don't know where it's gone. Just crazy. Right, so I think this is turning into a full-blown rearranging, tidying up sewing room, which I was not planning on doing today, but that's what is happening. I've finished doing my desk, I think. I'm really happy with the layout. So I put the 2 little plastic drawer boxy things there, and then all my pre-cut bundles on top. All of my rulers, my old sewing machine, and then my overlocker there in the corner. This tin is full of bits and bobs, buttons, just lots of different sewy things. This little pouch has all of my accessories for my machine. I got all my scissors, and then the pajamas that I will be making soon. And yeah, I think everything's pretty much good to go. I'm happy with it. I'm just going to find a place for this and this, and all of my patterns that I have accumulated over the years. I have this huge folder here just full of different patterns, which is just crazy. So now I'm going to concentrate on this bit here. These are the shelves that sit under my design wall. I have stuff just piled all over my ironing board here. I don't really use these as much as I really should. A lot of this big stack of fabric, this bag is full of fabric, and it's just why I don't know. This shelf has all of my old uni textbooks when I was studying education at university. I really don't need these anymore, so I should really try and sell them, maybe. God knows what's down there. I got no idea what's in those folders, and this is just, who knows. I'm gonna have a look through them now, and I think I really need to be ruthless because this is such a waste of space. If I can get these shelves nice and clear, it's another space to put fabric, so then I don't have fabric just stacked up everywhere, and that's in the way. So yes, I'm going to try and do that and see how far I go, and I'm going to reorganize this top shelf as well. I was not planning on doing this today, but you know, I have the time, and it was eventually going to happen, and it needs to happen, and it's happening today. So let's continue on. So I've just come across this very dusty folder that has these washi tapes on the front and my name that's coming off here. And this is an assessment that I did at uni when I was doing textiles, and I thought it would be cool to have a look at because I put in a lot of work in this and it'd be cool to see. So we had to learn about the anatomy of a woven fabric. So we learned about the selvage, the bias, the warp and the weft. And then we had to do all of these different samples of different types of sewing. So we did basic seams. Here it's hard to see because it's white, but I think we did them in class. All of these overlocked different sort of lines like that. More sort of hem finishes here. And then we looked in at curved seams. So this one is notched and, what is it? Notched and clipped seams. It's another curved seam. And throughout this book I actually show a lot of patchwork skills. So this one is a plain curved seam. So this is a drunkard path block that I popped in there. All the different button fastenings, and the way that I put it in here is that you can actually turn it over and then button it if you want to. This one you can unbutton, and then the different sort of snap fasteners and press studs. So these ones actually press together and then you can open them up. And this one is a lapped zipper. I totally forgot how to do this, but apparently I know how to do it. So this is a zipper that's hidden by this little lap here. And then you can actually bring it over and see the back of it. And then we looked at all of the stitches on an embroidery machine, and then ones by hand, and I'm actually pretty impressed with my embroidery hand skills here. If you can see them all there. Really like my couching and my beautiful little French knots. Look at them, they're so lovely. Very nice. And then my lovely split stitch. Different sort of stitching on the machines, some couching. Look, free motion embroidery. Look at that. This was in, I can't remember what year this was. I think this was like 2014 maybe. I can't remember. But look at that. Very nice. I know how to do it, but I'm just not very good. And then we've got some patchwork skills. My lovely fall patch. Look at that nested seam, beautiful. And then on the back a modified 9 patch block, and then again you can see the back of it. Some different types of applique here. This is a reversed applique, and then an overlay applique. This one has a really thin layer of tulle over the top. And then we had to do patchwork and applique blocks from an image inspiration. So that was my image, and I created that. I think I got this pattern from a patchwork book that I have, but I'm not sure because it's pieced, but then this bit here is appliqued on. We did some fabric painting. This effect was called a liquid radiance technique. I can't remember how I did it. I should read it, but nah. And then we did all these different fabric swatches. And this is pretty much what I deal with at work every day. So we got calico, twills, poplins, muslin, waffle weave, plain weave, corduroy, herringbones, seersuckers, jerseys, knits, fleece, ribbing, interlock, fancy knit, toweling, and then some silks, and then tulle and different types of interfacings. And then in our lectures, this is what we got to do. In my lectures, textile lectures, I learnt how to crochet. Very, very basic. I wouldn't know how to do it now because I can't remember. We did some weaving. We used one of those fancy knitting things that do the tubes. And then we learned how to felt. This is my lovely felted piece of wool that I did in a textile lecture. It was fantastic. And then we went to an exhibition in Sydney at the time. It was called Love Lace, and it was all these different beautiful sculptures and artworks made out of lace. This is one of the examples. That was another one, and then this one as well here. And I really like the shadow that it casts of that one. And that's it. I don't know how many of you know that I did textiles at uni. It was only one semester, but I learned a lot. It was really just rehashing a lot of the information that I learnt when I was at high school, but this was on like a different level, and I absolutely loved that class. I loved doing textiles at university, but I just hated university. It just really wasn't my cup of tea, but I did really well in that unit. I actually got a high distinction. It's the only high distinction I've ever gotten in my life, so I'm very happy to say that I got a high distinction when I did that unit at university. So yeah, I just discovered it, and just, I mean, I can't remember doing half of it, but it was a nice sort of trip down memory lane. I've just discovered another old find. This is my old textile folder from high school. Oh my goodness. It's got Elvis on the side, and then the Phantom guy on the front. Here we've got a picture of my brother and SpongeBob. I love it. Roger Ramjet, because I love that. And this was my Year 12 timetable. Look at that. It's amazing. So this was when I had textiles. I did modern history and English, community and family studies, and studies of religion. Amazing. And then this is all my coursework from when I did textiles for the HSC, which is our big end of year like exams that you do when you finish high school. So these, it's just absolutely packed full of different information about yarns, weaves, fabrics, different samples. I think this was a very early form of free motion quilting I did. I think, pretty sure it is. Wow. There was just so much information. Oh wow, look, in this course, there you go, some early textural things I did on the sewing machine. That is a very early hand embroidery that I did. Oh my gosh, I was 17, 18 years old. This is learning all about perspective, which I learnt more when I did visual arts at TAFE, or fine arts at TAFE. I loved this subject, and I was always first, I'm gonna say. Except for this exam, I kept it because I came second and I hated it. I'm like, no, I must come first. First. I must come first. But, yes, amazing. Don't know why I have it. It's just memories, and it's got so much information. It's incredible. Good afternoon and happy Thursday. I actually thought it was Wednesday. I had to actually have a look at my phone and see that it was Thursday. It's just the kind of week that I'm having. I'm spending the afternoon prepping. Actually, I'm prepping for block 7. I want to pre-make this block before I film it. Like, I want to make it first before making it in the tutorial. This is block number 7 that we're making. I made this block a couple of years ago, and I remember when I made it I had issues with some of the measurements. I don't think the measurements in the book are exactly correct, so and I also know that I had issues with piecing it and stuff like that. I wanted to just make another one and just sort of iron out any sort of issues with this block and its measurements, and that's what I'm doing today. I just want to make sure that the measurements that I'm publishing and that I'm cutting when I begin filming the tutorial are all going to be correct, and that everything sort of works out. So that's what we're doing today out of some lovely scrap fabrics. I've just cut out all of my little bits. I'm going to spend the afternoon and piece it together, and hopefully it actually works. Wish me luck. is my tiny little block. She's a little bit wonky, but I think you can only really tell if you're up close, but she's super cute. Why do I look really pink today? Don't know. Let me just have a look at my settings. Hang on a moment. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. I'm not sure. Anyway, the little block is done. Woohoo! And I was able to iron out all of the measurement issues that are with this block that were published in the book. So I had to change 1, 2, 3, about 3 different measurements for it to actually work out the right way. It measures perfectly at 5.5 inches, which is our magic number, and yeah, I'm really happy. So now that I've got that all ironed out and I'm happy with it, it's all working out well, I am now ready to cut out the actual pieces for the proper block, and I will possibly film that tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is possibly the best day, so hooray for that. Woohoo! Yay for block 7, which I think is the cutest thing ever, and I think it's, if it works out well, it's going to be my favorite block. It is a bit fiddly, and you really need to press all of your pieces really well, and you need to actually keep to the 1/4 inch seam, like, yeah, like religiously, otherwise this block is just going to not work out for you. So those are my 2 tips when it comes around to you making this block. 1/4 inch seam, really important, stick to it, and press the heck out of all of your seams, because otherwise it's just not going to look good. And I also spray starched the end block, so this is nice and flat and lovely because I starched it. That's what it looks like on the back. I was only able to achieve the crispness by starching it at the end, so that's just another tip if you are watching this pre-watching the block 7 tutorial. I don't know, did I make any sense just then? I just sort of rambled on. Anyway, thanks to my lovely dad, I have a cup of tea sitting and waiting for me in my adorable new, there it is, pumpkin mug. Hello, where is it? There it is. Hello pumpkin mug, how are you? And last night I put up my pumpkin fairy lights. Flockies. There. So I was in my room last night playing Sims till quite late. Don't tell anyone. And I had this all lit up, had the light off, had the candle on. It was all very atmospheric. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. But yeah, that's my beautiful desk. I'm so happy that I changed it. I'm really happy that I changed my desk as well. For some reason it just feels a lot more roomier and a lot bigger, so I'm happy with that. I also didn't show you the end product of this bit here. This is not staying. I have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folders plus some books. These are all of my old notes from uni. I want to go through them and shred them, and then in my little spotlight bag here are all my textbooks that I need to sell. But I was able to pop some fabric on this shelf. This shelf has all of my old school hexies and templates. My pencils and textures are in here, and then this one has all of my patterns and my textile stuff that I don't want to get rid of. And then of course I cleaned up this bit here. It's not as cluttered as it was. And that's it. That is my sewing room spring clean sort of roundup, and I'm really happy that I did it. I still have this corner to go through. This has got a lot of my floristry stuff and my spring quilt that I still need to quilt. And then there is stuff in some boxes there that I actually will either want to sell or just give away to like charity, like the Salvos or something. I know that they're pretty good with their bric-a-brac stuff. A lot of people buy like old school patterns and stuff, so I'm happy just to donate what I've got there. They're just old books and there's a lot of stuff that I had when I first started out that I don't really need anymore. So one day soon, I'll get to that corner and sort that out, because that's sort of like my junk corner and I hate it. I just don't like it. It annoys me and it stops me from being productive in here, because I just feel like the place is messy and I don't like that. So anyway, I'm just gonna turn my iron off because I don't need it anymore, and it's flashing red, so it was definitely ready to turn it off. I'm actually going to end this vlog here. I actually spent the morning editing this vlog from all of the other clips that I've done over the last week or so, and it's a long one. Again, I hope you don't mind long vlogs. I actually quite like watching long vlogs of the other YouTubers that I like to watch, so I hope you enjoy mine. Thank you as always for watching and for joining along in my tidying and my sewing and everything else that I did in this vlog. I am 100% sure that I will see you again next week, so until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again another time very, very soon. Bye.